Hello everyone, Zane here, welcome to my channel. Hope you're having a great day so far. So in this video, I'm going to go over my top 5 favorite ways to make Gil in Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker 2022 edition. So coming at number 5 is going to be one of my favorites, is going to be Eureka. Now in order to unlock Eureka, you must complete Stormblood of 4.0 in Ralger's Reach. You want to come to the script exchange right here and do the quest, and we shall call it Eureka. After all that, you come to Kugane and then talk to the ferryman Rodney here, and he'll take you into Eureka. You are going to be going into Pagos. Now in order to get the Pagos, you have to level up, I think, to level 20 and Animos in order to get the Pagos. A lot of people will say it's probably best to go into Pyros or Hydaros because you are going to be able to get a certain mount that can go for a lot of gil, but the chances of getting said mount is basically RNG, and there's other ways you can get those mounts, but Pagos is the easier place to go to get what we want, which is going to be gil, and a couple of other things as well. So get to level 20 in Animos, which is very quickly, because there's a lot of notorious monsters or fates in this zone, and you'll be leveling up really quickly with the challenge log as well. So it's easier to get the Pagos than it is to get the Pyros and Hydaros. Alright, so we're going to go into Pagos first. Alright guys, here we are in Pagos. So in Pagos we have bunny fates. One up here and one down here. You want to do the one down here because the other one is basically more dangerous, but they give you the same thing. Alright? Same bronze, same silver, same gold, same reward, same gil. There is bots now in Pagos because I guess someone found out about this and now they programmed a bunch of bots to come in here and do the fate. So there's a good chance that you might not be able to get a bunny because too many people doing it, less chance of you getting one. But I did it with the bots around and I still managed to get the bunny, so you shouldn't have to be worrying about that too much. They will give you poetics and also give you lock boxes, which is the other thing you guys want to get. So if you see an NM spawn or a notorious monster, make sure you do them. It give you, like I said, a crap ton of poetics and a crap ton of lock boxes, which can give you items that you can sell for gil, straight up gil, which can add to your profits. So if you see these NMs, make sure you do them. Alright, plus you're going to have to level up anyway, so you might as well do them while you're doing your bunny fates. Alright, so I did pre-record some of the fates that I did, so we're going to be going over that next. So there you go guys, those are the bunnies and how to basically get a crap ton of gil from them. The less people in the instance, the faster those fates will die. Plus you have the echo. Okay, so to unlock those lock boxes, you're going to go to the locksmith, which is right over here. Now there is glamour pieces from this zone which can be used in the fashion report if they are used. But other than that, you want to get the living materia, the elegant pieces, or materia, which you can just sell straight up for gil. So I have 100 lock boxes, so we're going to go through these real quick. So there's grade 5 materia. There's the clear diamond material, which will go for 5,000 gil apiece. You also will get these materials that will give you a experience potion that you can use as well. Another elegant, there's an elegant platinum piece which goes for 10,000 gil. There's some glamour that we can get. The field dressing, which is for the hands, can go for a lot of gil. So if you got those, make sure you pop them up on the market board. There's grade 1 clear diamond materia. There's the Pako shirt. You can get eureka potions, which is basically the regen potions. There's more clear diamond materia. There's grade 7 materia. There's another 10 pieces, another 10,000 gil. Another grade 7. Pago's boots. Another clear diamond material, another 5,000 gil. Diamond materia 1. Diamond materia 2. So that's 1,000 gil right there. Now elegant piece, another clear diamond materia. Another clear diamond materia. Another one. There's another one there. There's another one there. Another one. So as you can see, there's so much gil to be made from these. It's ridiculous. Another 10,000 gil. And there's the 100. Alright, so I went through 100 of the lock boxes, which is not bad. So we got 40,000 gil from the platinum pieces. 15,000 gil from diamond materia. 3,000 gil from these. 1,200 gil from that. And then the grade 5s that goes for 119 gil. And then the grade 6, just 5 and 6, not 7. So 5 and 6. And this one's 139 gil. So you guys want to make sure you hit those notorious monsters every single time. So this is good, but because of the RNG, you can still get a lot less than 100,000. So that's why it's number 5 on my list. So coming in at number 4 is levequests. Now I did this as a standalone video a long time ago, but this is so important that it has to be on my list. So you are allowed 100 levequests in 14, and it takes about 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks to get 100 back. If you don't want to wait that long, you can do your 6 that you get every single day as your daily routine. Now, there are going to take a couple of jobs to get to level 90 in order to do this. There's Alchemist, Culinarian, and Goldsmith are the ones that I choose to do the best. Well, Goldsmith anyway, because the Spirit Bonding potential to get grade 9 and 10 materia. So in Old Charland, this is going to be at X 12.2, Y 13.4, the lev meat here. I think you have to get to the introductory part of the Endwalker main story in order to unlock levequests. Obviously, you have to be a crafter or gatherer in order to do so. I made a video about that too, if you guys need help. So, like I said, we have Star Athletes, which is one of my favorites because of the Spirit Bonding potential. You have Alchemist, which has the Practical Command, which is the red rot. And then you have Culinarian, which is going to be Mountain Steeped, which is going to be the CPT that we use for crafting. Alright, so we're going to go with a Goldsmith, because that's what I have already prepared. Now the gil will differ depending on the levs, so you won't always get the same amount. I purposely deposit all my gil, so I'm starting from 0. So stand in this corner and then you can just rotate between the NPCs. Alright, so I'm going to do this a couple times until I am passed in all 42 of my wristbands. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so we're almost done. As you can see, I have 415,110 gil. My chat log shows I've been doing these levequest proof. So as you can see, I've been doing all these. You will get the levequest challenge log done for 20 levequests. So that's going to be an extra 2,000 gil in your pocket. And I still have 58 allowances still ready to go. So halfway done, and I'm about halfway to a million gil, which you should be getting around a million for 100 left quests. This was horribly nerfed thanks to the coffee biscuit fiasco of Shadowbringers. So there's no more triple turn-ins. So this has diminished quite horrendously thanks to that. And my last one. So out of 100 I did 45, and I got 444,748. So that's gonna be number 4 on my list. The only problem with this is it takes forever to turn in 100 items. Coming at number 3 is one of my favorites, desynthesis. Now desynthesis unlocks at level 30. Any crafter is needed. You go to Ul'dah. You want to come to the Sapphire Exchange. I think right over here should be the NPC that gives you the quest Gone to Pieces. Once you have unlocked it, any job can desynthesize any item without restrictions. The higher your experience in desynthesis skill for each job goes up, the better your chances of getting rare materials. So your skill level needs to be higher than the item level of the item you're desynthesizing. So each piece of gear will have its own crafter tied to it. So in this case, we have weapons, which is going to be tied to blacksmith. So if my desynthesis skill is over 265, I have an increased chance of getting the personal drop from the primals. It's not guaranteed, but it's a higher chance. So but you'll also get a random material from the item itself. But we're mostly going for those high price items. There's always a weapon glamour being added in to almost each patch, and we have all of Realm Reborn done, all of Heaven's Ward done, and all Stormblood weapons done. So the only thing that is left is Shadowbringers and Endwalker. So we're going to be doing Susano's Longsword. So we got a basic material. Once your skill is about 50 points higher than the item you're desynthesizing, you won't get any more points. It has to be within 50 point range. So let's go ahead and continue desynthesizing all these. We got demi crystals, which is used for some primal weapons, but you can easily get those with poetics. Some of these items will be dirt cheap because you get them through like Boja or the Kupo of Fortune and the Firmament, so some of these items aren't really that expensive. For demi crystals, you do get a challenge log completion if you do 5 desynthesis items. This is pure RNG, so you're probably going to have to farm these a lot. Alright, so we got a Nidhogg scale, which unfortunately on my server are dirt cheap. There's Susano's Blade of Revelry. He is the recent ones that were added, and they're always specialist locked, so you have to have a soul stone for crafters in order to make those. Or demi crystals. There's a Zeronite Carapace. So when your skill is orange, that means you're above the on level. But you're going to have to level up your desynthesis level from 1. So use stuff like Tincture's Calm and Bacon Broth to increase the experience points that you get to make this a little bit quicker. Oh, there's another Blade of Revelry. But a lot of the materials that you get from the weapons are actually used to make the weapons itself. And if you want, you also can sell the materials as well if you like. That's up to you. Oh, there's battle demo materia. Those are used for the Realm-Reborn ones. Alright, so these ones here, these are from the recent dungeon that we got from 6.1. If you desynthesize these, there's a chance that you will get the solution, which is the script item that we get from the script exchange. And if you get those, you can sell them because they're used to make the current crafting gear. Just like that. So I ended up getting the immutable solution. They did this with Shadowbringers as well, so I'm glad they continued. Now, if you desynthesize a Realm-Reborn primal weapons, then sometimes you'll get their demi-materia, which is used in making theirs, but they discontinued that and just made the primal personal drops instead of using demi-materia. And I ended up getting a Kingly Whisker. With King Mughal, you want the demi-materia more than anything else, because those can go for, on my server, like 30,000 gil. Alright, so basically, that's it for desynthesis. You guys can, like I said, make a crap ton of gil off of these. Let me see what my server is going for the blade. The blade goes for 73,000 on my server. The Zervanite, 20,000, that's kind of went down the drain. Nidhogg's scales went down even further because you can get the horde weapons from Boja. Demi-crystals on my server don't go for very much. Even the fact that they're used in primal weapons, my server just doesn't understand the value of these because you get these with poetics. But there you go. Desynthesis can be very lucrative. The ones that I know sell for like the most are Byaku's mane, Suzaku's tail feather, and Tsukiyomi's kimono remnant. Those ones are the humongous priced ones. So you can easily do Byaku and Suzaku with 2-3 people, and also Tsukiyomi about 3 people, so you guys should have no problem with that. Alright, so that's going to be number 3 on my list. So coming at number 2, which is one of my personal favorites, is your Grand Company. Now your Grand Company gives you these items called duck bones. You need to be at least 2nd Lieutenant in your Grand Company in order to access these. They give you 360 gil apiece for 600 Grand Company seals. So, if you get the maximum, which is 90,000 Grand Company seals, with the captain rank, you can get over 150, I think, just by getting 90,000. You also can do coke and hardened sap if they do go well on the market board. My server, there's like a bunch of crafters in this game, so these aren't very good to sell because there's just too much competition. So less competition, the better. And plus, you can just make the dark steel, or get the dark steel and spruce ply lumbers just by desynthesizing primal weapons to get them straightforward. So you guys can save on hardened sap and coke doing it that way. And it's a lot quicker defeating the primals. So to get Grand Company seals, you can do your turn-ins for crafters and gatherers. Your expert deliveries is basically passing in any green or blue gear that you get from dungeons or trials. Also there's pink gear, which is also from the low-level dungeons as well. The hunt over here also will give you gear, but I personally wouldn't use that on gear because you're going to be using them on your Aetherite tickets for free teleporting. Save yourself gil. But if you have enough tickets, you guys can get gear here and pass those in. I also recommend Alexander. The Fist of the Father is the quickest in my mind because you can do it under 2 minutes. On Dragoon, I can do it under 1:40. But with stronger gear, you can do it even quicker. Because these tokens will stack. You need about, I think, 18 kills to get 90,000 Grand Company seals. So it's not that bad. The only problem with this is because you get too many lenses, you're going to have to come back to your Grand Company, pass in the items, go back to Ishgard, talk to Rowena's representative, and get the remaining headpieces to turn those in. But that is probably the fastest way to get your 90,000 Grand Company seals. You also can do Ravana, which takes under a minute right now for me. And you use his coffers on Paladin to get a shield and sword to double down on your reward, plus whatever you get from the drop. If you manage to get a shield and sword from his drop from the fight, you get the double down. Also, make sure you have the seal sweetener buff. If you own a free company, you can buy them here at the quartermaster. Make sure you get the grade 2. If you do not have them, you can use the manuals that you get from your squadron. You have to do a specific priority mission with your squadron to get these manuals. So they'll take over the free company ones if you don't have a free company, or if you have no power over the actions. But the fastest way to get them is to Alexander. Alright, so I deposited my gil from my levequests, so we get accurate results here. So we're going to sell all this, and I ended up getting 352,440. That's out of 979 duck bones. So if I had 999, I probably would have hit over 400,000 gil. And like I said, it only takes 18 runs of Alexander for you to hit 90,000 Grand Company seals. So now on to my number one way, or number one favorite way to make gil. So coming at number one is of course going to be the free company submarines. Now you're going to need a free company. You need to rank it up to level 6. Then you have to buy a house if there's any left over. Any size will do, so make sure you get whatever's available. I think it takes around 500 or 800,000 gil to get a free company workshop, but don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I actually had to buy one. So I'm not going to go into detail on how submarines and stuff like that works. I highly recommend you guys research that on your own, but I'm just here to show you guys how to get a crap ton of gil from this. Alright, so you're going to have to first level up your submarines. It will take a couple of months, maybe weeks, to get this done, but like I said, it's worthwhile. So you're going to want to get 3 zones unlocked in there. You want the wreckage of the headway, Discovery 1, and then the unidentified derelict. If you go on Google or wherever you guys use your search, look up submersible voyages, and you should get the Reddit post that has all the information you'll ever need, how to get the zones, the best builds, what you can get, all that is on there, and they're always updating it as new information comes in, so always refer to that for help. So ultimately what you'll want to get, or hopefully you get because it's RNG, is going to be these extravagant or salvage items. There's gold, which is the most important ones, or silver, which is the consolation prizes if you get them. Alright, so it's all RNG, so what you get is what you get, but the higher retrieval stat it is, the better chance you'll get a crap ton of these. So that was voyage number 1. This one gave me these here. The third one, not so lucky. But like I said, this is RNG here. You can sell these straight to a vendor, get rid of them. I do have videos on what to use your gold and platinum ingots to make Grand Company seals with. And my last one gave me these earrings as well. So not too great, but not too bad. So in my free company chest, I had a crap ton of these already stocked up. And this is how much gil I made off of these pieces, which is in my chat log right here. So I had 14 bracelets, which went for 126,000. I had 25 earrings, which went for 250,000. I had 9 necklaces for 117,000. These were silver. And the gold rings, I had 16 for 432,000. The bracelets were 142,500,000. The earrings for 420, nice, for 420,000. And then the necklaces gave me 138,000 for 4. Whopping me with 1,625,500. This is how I basically funded my large Ishgard house, which I lost during the lottery, but also how I funded the money to get the Nightmare Pegasus from the Palace of the Dead. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like if you found this useful. Any comments, questions, and or concerns, please put in the comment section down below. I'm more than happy to help you guys out with any questions you might have, and let me know what your favorite way of making gil is, even if it's not on this list. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content, and join the first brood. As a reminder, make sure that notification bell next to my subscribe button is right, guys, to miss an upload, and join my Discord server by hitting the world icon on my YouTube banner. I also have YouTube memberships available if anybody wants to support my channel monetarily. Both are completely optional. So until next time, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging ahead.